What's up, y'all? This is Any Given Sunday, formerly Yak Attack Football. 2024, we did all right. 2025 is here. We ready for picks. We already started off well, 1-0 with the, I put it in the community tab. We had the Dallas Cowboys getting 2 touchdowns, and we had 41 over. Both hit. We cashed, minus 130. Dak was underrated. I think people, Cowboy fans included from my job, talked a lot of smack. Dak's done. We shouldn't have traded Parsons and all of that. I'm like, yo, guys, the Giants had Daniel Jones at 40 M's. Daniel Jones is not a quarterback. He's a glorified tight end that can run the ball really well. Dak Prescott, when you really crunch the numbers, shout out to my boy Tashim. Dak is a Hall of Fame quarterback when he plays the tomato can teams, and he's subpar when he goes up against the playoff teams. But at least he beats the playoff teams, and at least he plays well in division. And he showed that, and we cashed on that. There were some calls that went against the Cowboys. George Pickens, I think he did get PI'd, but it is what it is. CeeDee Lamb, catch the damn ball. You played well, but you missed some key drops. I think he'll bounce back, hopefully not against my Giants. But that's that game. Philly, great team, Super Bowl caliber team. But I went against them because the number was inflated, and I think the defense has a lot of turnover. I think there was about like 7 players that are no longer on that defense. So you kind of saw that. Lamb was getting loose. There was a lot of penalties, and it's going to be like that for the first couple of weeks. So that's that. Now we're going to recap what game, baby? What's the next game? Chiefs-Chargers, right?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I think Chiefs and Chargers is the Friday game, right?
Chiefs and Chargers tonight at 8 p.m.
Okay, Chiefs-Chargers, y'all. Are we going to make a play on that one? I'm looking at my book. It's saying Chiefs -3, and it's saying the under/over is 47.5, and they in Brazil. This is definitely an under game because the Chargers have a good defense. Yeah, they lost Poona Ford. They lost Joey Bosa. They actually lost their top corner, Christian Fulton, to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are low key. You know, everybody talk about Mahomes, but Chiefs defense has been solid. Like ever since like that first Super Bowl run. Spagnuolo is really, shout out to the Giants, Spagnuolo really been making that defense a top 10 defense. So, to me, this is an under game. I would definitely lean under the 47.5. Chiefs-Chargers, who wins this? Not sure, because Rashawn Slater's out. Chiefs, both teams' offensive lines are shaky because the Chiefs are starting the rookie Josh Simmons, who I think is damn good. Shout out to the Buckeyes, but he's a rook. Nonetheless, coming off a torn Achilles, and they got rid of Joe Thuney. So, I don't know how they line going to be. Khalil Mack might be on that Mack attack. So, if I had to pick, I would take the Chiefs -3. But with the terrain being what it is in Brazil, with like the slippery grass, to me the advantage actually is on the Chargers because as we saw with Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs and a couple of yak plays from A.J. Brown in last year's Brazil game, guys got loose. And to me, yak and ground game favors the Chargers. So, you know what? We actually gonna take the Chargers on the teaser. We actually are gonna do that. We're gonna tease the Chargers to +9, and we're gonna take under 53.5. So, babe, we got let's get some ice cream on that. Let's get some ice cream on that. I changed the name to Any Given Sunday as a witty pun. You know, if anybody know me, I'm a little corny with wittiness.
Sure.
So, Any Given Sunday is a reference to ice cream sundaes and plus the football movie from I think it was the 80s or the 90s, but it's a reference. Any Given Sunday is anytime a bad team could beat a good team. So don't just always pick the favorites.
I like that theme, baby.
Right. So that's what we're going with.
So with that being said, we're going butter pecan.
All right, yeah, we got the ice cream from Jimmy's over here in the Poconos, East Stroudsburg, Crystal Street. Shout out to Jimmy's. They make the best ice cream in our little small town. So the missus, which one you trying first?
This is very good.
Which one is that?
Butter pecan.
The butter pecan? All right, let me see.
Shaquille.
The butter pecan is good. So the Chargers is butter pecan. Chargers +9, under 53.5, -120. That's the pick. All right, baby. What's the next game?
Buccaneers and Falcons.
Okay, this is a no-go. This is a no-go bet for me.
Why?
Hold on, let me look at the numbers. Okay, on my book it's saying pick 'em now. So Falcon money's pouring in, guys. If I had to lean it, you know how if you listened to me last year, if you know me personally, you know how I feel about Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback. I think he's an underrated quarterback, but he is he's a college quarterback. What I mean by a college quarterback is he's somebody that he's motivated by the noise. So the fact that he is being slighted is when he's at his best. When he is supposed to do something, you kind of see that he can underperform sometimes, or the books inflate his value pertaining to point spread, and then it doesn't hit. Atlanta beat them twice last year with Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix is a better quarterback. Shout out, I think he is the franchise quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Rocket arm, lefty, brings a nice swagger. Fits the city of Atlanta, but I don't know. Both teams don't have their blind spot tackles. McGarry's out for the Falcons, and Tristan Wirfs, who's an all-pro caliber tackle, is out for the Bucs. I don't like either team with that situation against one another, so I don't have a lean on who the hell is going to win this game. I think both teams are playoff caliber teams. I think Tampa Bay is a shoo-in when Godwin comes back from injury and when Wirfs comes back from injury. Atlanta really depends on their schedule. Over is also dicey. Over 47. Don't know. You really don't know, because if the backup tackles are getting beat, guys, this is an under game. But at the same time, both these teams have a ton of talented players for fantasy football, like Bijan Robinson, Drake London, rookie Emeka Ibuka, Mike Evans, Bucky Irvin. So really no lean on this one. So we're not touching this one, baby.
Okay.
What's the next game?
The next game is the Bengals versus the Browns.
Bengals versus the Brownies. Clown franchise Brownies, guys. Let me see what the numbers say. -5 Bengals. These guys always start bad, but they actually played in the preseason. Everybody got their money.
They moved one.
Okay, so the under/over is 48. That's massive.
Move back.
And now you're telling me to move back. Okay. I don't like this game. I don't like the under/over. The under/over is 48. This, to me, it could go either way, because the Bengals is an overrated offense. Everybody talks about their offense being so dominant, and I've showed people a myriad of times that they had games where they didn't score, guys. Last year they didn't score against the Giants. They scored 17 points at the end of the damn game against the Giants, 17-7. They scored 10 points against the Patriots. Like, these guys are not as dominant as you think offensively, just because, again, fantasy football got people warped. Because Jamar Chase is a top 5 number 1 receiver, and T. Higgins is a top 5 number 2 receiver. But these guys are kind of lackadaisical in other spots. The offensive line is a joke, and Chase Brown is overrated, guys. I don't know why people are hyping him up as a top 5 fantasy running back. With the box being as light as it is, he should be lighting up the league. Like, if you gave Saquon or Derrick Henry, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, these guys will have 2,000 yards, so, or at least they'll have 5 yards to carry. So I really think the Bengals are hard to handicap right now, and the Browns are hard to handicap. So the Browns, they got Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco could throw the ball deep, but if he don't have time, which Trey Hendrickson and the rookie Shamar Stewart might not give him, they're not going to score. Jerry Jeudy with a bag, I don't trust him. He had a career year, but a lot of that was Jameis. Joe Flacco isn't quite as much of a risk taker as Jameis. So Jerry Jeudy might not get as much deep ball opportunities. Flacco slings it, but Flacco actually reads a defense. Winston, once he's keying in on you, he's just throwing the ball to you, pick or not. So I don't know what each team gives me offensively, so I'm not touching that one. What's the next game, Bill?
The Dolphins versus the Colts.
All right, here goes another game, guys and gals. Baby, we're going to have to try some ice cream.
I think I want to do the Bailey Irish cream.
All right, we're going to try the Irish cream this time?
But go say what you're saying.
All right, so this time, guys, believe it or not, I'm a Daniel Jones hater. But you know what I hate more than Daniel Jones?
What?
Bad offensive lines. Bad offensive lines, guys. Tua, we all know this guy's one concussion away from being out the league. And I think the Indianapolis Colts are going to win this football game, guys. I think Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor are going to run the ball combined 30-plus times. They're going to run this ball. I like the Colts with, what's that number? So pick them as well, 46. Yeah, we're going to take the Colts. We're gonna take the Colts plus. We're gonna take the Colts plus 6.5, and we're gonna take the under/over at under 52.5. I think this is gonna be a ground and pound kind of game. Not really a high scoring game. I'll be shocked if it's 27-23. But I think the Colts come out with the victory, guys. I like what they did financially. They took a limited quarterback that's good at what he's good at. Daniel Jones is nobody's top 10 quarterback, but I do think he's a top 10 runner. He's a top 10 running quarterback. He could run the design run very well, and he could go for big gains. He's just not good with the wiggle. Like, he's not a pass play scramble runner, but if you give him a lot of green, he could just straight line run very well, and he's good at reading blocks. And I think the Dolphins, I think they lost a lot, guys. They lost a lot in the trenches. They lost Calais Campbell. Now they depended on rookie Kenneth Grant, tall order against Jonathan Taylor. Yes, the Colts lost 2 key offensive linemen, and Kelly and I think Fries or Freeze, however you pronounce it. 2 good interior linemen, but I like where they put the money, guys. They put the money in the secondary, which the Colts weren't great in. They got Bynum and Blackman as DBs that I think is going to help against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And I think the Dolphins' time is up. They've been a one-trick pony. They've been statistically dropping on their offense, on the offensive end, since the Tua Tyreek Hill team up. So I'm also not a fan of Tyreek Hill not being named the team captain. I think Tua Tagovailoa is feeling himself. I know Tyreek Hill's been out of order, guys, but at the end of the day, when you got game like he does, he has to be a captain. So I feel like the chemistry of the team is off. Heard they got punked in training camp. All the vibes are off. I think the Colts are resilient. Shane Steichen is a good offensive mind, and he's coaching for his job. They're going to play hard for Jim Irsay. Remember, Jim Irsay died this summer, fam. So we're going to go with the Colts. We're going to go with the Colts, and we're going to go with that under. All right, let's try that ice cream.
Well, I'm not a fan of Bailey's.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Let me try.
Really like Bailey's.
All right, let me try the Bailey's.
And I feel like they gave you so much.
Oh, they gave me a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of this one.
Okay, it's melting.
Let me see. Oh, this alcohol?
Yes.
Oh,
It's on smack.
this alcohol. Well, I disagree. I like this.
Good, it's yours. I'm putting it in the freezer.
Yeah, all right. She gonna put that away. That's alcohol, guys. The Bailey's Irish Cream. I should have known it was.
How did you not know it was
Yeah,
alcohol?
I wasn't thinking when I bought it, but yeah, that's alcohol.
You said it 4 times.
It was good though. Hopefully, good like the Colts. All right. What's the next game? While she putting that away because it's leaking. All right, here's one that I was gonna take, but shout out to my boy George. I'm not taking it because he felt like I was being biased because I'm rocking a Plex Jets jersey or whatever when I go to the tailgate with Big T and Little T. Shout out to y'all. Steelers -3 under over 38. Definitely, this is an under game, guys. This score is gonna be like 20-17 at best.
Here you go.
Two defensive minds. Tomlin and Aaron Glenn. These brothers are going to have these defenses ready to bring it.
Did you get the other game?
Yeah, I'm doing Jets Steelers. I'm not touching it, though.
You didn't get the Cardinals and the Saints.
We'll touch that one next. The Jets and the Steelers, guys, this one is hard to... If you pick anything, just pick the under 38, but this game could go either way. Aaron Rodgers with a bad offensive line. Pittsburgh's offensive line's not good, guys, and they lost Dan Moore. Quinnen Williams, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, they might just be headhunting for Aaron Rodgers. So this is not going to be a good game. I don't like Caleb Johnson and Jalen Warren as running backs to really set a tone. I do like Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth as tight ends, but I don't think that moves the needle. I think DK Metcalf is amazing at just running the go route. I don't think he's a great receiver. He drops the ball. He doesn't catch the ball contested, like on slant routes or digs or in routes. I think the offense is going to struggle, and I think the Jets' offense is going to struggle. They lost Vera Tucker for the season, their best lineman, their interior guard. I don't like either team offensively, and I like both teams defensively. Unfortunately, I can't make a call on this. But if I had to lean, I would take the under. All right, now you said the other game was?
Cardinals and Saints.
All right, guys, Cardinals and Saints. I was originally liking the Saints, but the injury report tells me otherwise. The injury report got Chase Young out. That's the only pass rusher. And then they got Trevor Penning out, who, to me, fun fact about the NFL, in my opinion, on drafting, guys, when you draft linemen really, really high, you really miss out on skill position, Pro Bowl, or Pro talent. But the Saints, I didn't have much of a problem with them taking Kelvin Banks 9 after the Jets took Armand Membu 7th, and the Patriots, who I think really overbought for Will Campbell at 4. I like when people draft linemen and they also like fix positions. So they drafted Kelvin Banks to move Trevor Penning inside. And Trevor Penning inside, he played very well inside in training camp and preseason, but he's out. So I know everybody's down on the Saints. They say they're going to be the worst team. I don't think so. I know you love the Saints jerseys and you love New Orleans, baby, but they're going to stink this year. But I don't think they're going to stink as much as people think because I think their offense is underrated. Spencer Rattler, he doesn't have great arm talent and he's small, but he's a pretty good scrambler. And I think he's got some moxie to him. And he got a chip on the shoulder because, he was doubted in college. He was benched for Caleb Williams. And he's been moving around. He was in South Carolina. I think he's a goodish quarterback. If he had more of a team, he would be decent. He's not great, but I don't see him making a lot of turnovers. I think he played well with having no Olave and no Kamara 2024. And guys, remember, didn't he have the Washington Commanders, who everybody loves, on the ropes? They were a 2-point conversion away from winning the game outright, 0 seconds left. So I do think the Saints are underrated offensively, but defensively, this team is worse. Giants took Paulson and Debo from them. Tyrann Mathieu retired. Chase Young's out. This defense is terrible. So we're gonna take the Cardinals. We're gonna do a teaser. We're gonna take the Cardinals to win it at minus half a point, and we're gonna take the over at 37.5. I think the Cardinals can score 30 on their own, guys. So that's that pick. So now what's the other ice cream we tasting, baby?
Cake batter. I know this is gonna taste good.
Oh, cake batter. Oh yeah, I love cake batter.
I know.
So I don't think Jimmy's know what they're doing with the cake batter, y'all.
Here you go.
All right, let me try this one. Good. Let's show it off. Look, it's like
soup. It's not.
It's kind of soupy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it just looks like.
It looks like vanilla, but it's yeah.
But it tastes good.
It's good, y'all. Trust me. Cake batter, Jimmy's slamming. Mm-hmm. Slamming like the Cardinals. Cardinals gonna probably beat these guys by like 17 points. All right, baby. What's the next game? So far, we got 2 bets. We rocking with the Chargers tonight.
Giants and the Commanders.
All right. Shout out to Plexico Burris. The Giants +6. I'm seeing on my book 6.5 in other books if you shop. Over under 45.5. I would love to take the Giants, guys, but I'm scared of Washington. I'm not touching this one. Giants defense should be great. I think the Giants defense is going to be top 5 defense. Abdul Carter's coming. Dexter Lawrence, you already know. Dex ain't playing. It's Dexter's lab, bro. You in the way. But Commanders, Jaden Daniels, he got the magic. I think Debo Samuel with the yak is a threat. Offensive line for Washington looks like it got beefed up. They got Laramie Tunsil in a trade, and they drafted Connery. I think it was Connerly on Josh Connerly. He's at tackle, but he's backing up. He's backing up some dude, but I think they're gonna pull him in some games. He's gonna be a swing that they play. Washington defense is garbage to me. They whiffed on the Lattimore trade, so Giants offense might do something. So it's kind of hard to tell because it's like it could be an over because based off Russell Wilson carving up the Washington Commanders last year with the Steelers, 28-27. Even though the Steelers have a great defense, Jaden Daniels still scored. So it leans over, but I have a hard time picking an over with the Giants defense the way it's going to be this year. So this is a no-go. So what other games we got, baby?
Panthers, Jaguars.
Panthers, Jags. Under over 47, Jags 3.5. I'm a big Travis Hunter fan, guys. A lot of people make a lot of they give him a lot of smoke for marrying who he married. Yeah, her brother told her to marry him because he was a football player. That's a bad look, but I'm hoping that she don't leave him because he didn't have the best upbringing. His father was in and out of jail, so he was looking for love in the wrong places. I think the girl might actually do right by him, but maybe I'm being too optimistic there. But I like his upbeat spirit, and I like his passion on the field and off the field. I think he's a lighthearted guy, and I think he plays the game hard. So I definitely think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win this game. But the Jacksonville Jaguars kind of worry me. Their defense, for the amount of capital that they invested in their defense, I don't like that their defense is as bad as it is, guys. And Bryce Young really did surge at the end of the season last year. So to me, this is a no-go because if Bryce Young is dealing with T-Mac, Teteroa McMillan, I'm sorry, the Panthers could take this game. But I think Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. could get it done, but not enough to bet, guys. We're going to stay away from this one as well.
All right.
What's the next game, baby?
Titans versus Broncos.
Titans, Broncos. What's this one at? Wow. -9 and under over 42. Denver's defense is stout. Cam Ward, limited options aside from Calvin Ridley. Tony Pollard's okay, running the ball. I got Denver winning the division, guys. I think Bo Nix and Sean Payton are ready to take it from the Chiefs. I think the Rashee Rice 6-game suspension is really a big difference because I think Rashee Rice is really the only real receiver that the Chiefs have. And I think Denver could really lock them up with Pat Surtain. So I think Denver will win the division. I think Denver's winning this game, obviously, but I think the number's just way too high. -9 is way too high. The back door is wide open. I think Cam Ward's a gamer. I think Cam Ward will be a successful quarterback. I just don't think it'll be early for him. Maybe Brian Callahan might get fired. Maybe the new coach will be the difference maker. But, yeah, this is a no-go because I think the number is way too high and the under-over is way too... The under-over is at 42, but the game could go two different ways. The Broncos could shut them out, like leave them on 10 and score 27 points. But at the same time, Cam Ward's got a rocket arm, so he could play Cam Ward could be a garbage time quarterback and give them 14 points in garbage time, and we lose our bet. So with the garbage time being in play, we're out on the under-over, and I think the number is really inflated on the point spread. So really, I would only recommend a Broncos parlay, but we're not touching this one.
49ers versus Seahawks.
Okay, my boy Greg's 49ers against Lionel's Seahawks. Okay. San Fran -1.5. I would have took the Seahawks here if Jawan Jennings was out, but they ended up paying Jawan Jennings. Christian McCaffrey popped up on the injury report too. Sam Darnold, my guy Sam Darnold, who I predicted on this channel would be the breakout player last year. Got that right.
Yes, you did.
Under over 43, both teams play defense. More so the Seahawks. Seahawks defense more stacked right now. But Nick Bosa and Bryce Huff they're gonna come at Sam Darnold. And we all know Sam Darnold goes Casper. So yeah, we're not touching it. We don't have to touch every game, guys. I think the Seahawks are gonna win because I think that no Ayuk is a problem for them, but Brock Purdy might be on a mission. And I hate to admit it, but I think Brock Purdy knows how to throw against McDonald. Brock Purdy and Kittle be killing the Seahawks. So it's the Seahawks defense is stacked, but I think Purdy has their number. That's that division stuff. I think the Seahawks are a better defense, but it might not matter. So I don't like this game. I would lean Seahawks. I would lean under, but no touch.
My boo-boo has spoken. Lions, Packers. You touching it?
Lions +2, under over 47. Jordan Love.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Shout out to little JB, my nephew. He always says, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not touching this one. Because Micah Parsons got to take a cortisone shot to play, so I don't know how the pass rush is going to be. Lions lost 2 interior linemen, Kevin Zeitler and Frank Ragnow. Frank Ragnow was all-pro. Lions lost both their coordinators. Yeah, this is an enjoy game. Sit there and enjoy this one, guys. I'm leaning Packers win the game. And I'm leaning over, but I don't like this game.
All right, babe. Texans versus Rams.
Okay. Texans, Rams. All right, guys. We back in it. We're back in it. We're gonna take the Texans +9 with this elite defense and Matthew Stafford with the aching back. And we're gonna take the under 40. We're gonna take the under. What would that be? 49.5. Yeah. We're gonna take Texans defense. Gonna keep this game low. Rams got a good pass rush, so C.J. Stroud won't be hitting the ball deep. But the Rams are bad against the run. Yeah, Joe Mixon's out, but I think Damian Pierce and Nick Chubb could do a solid job. I think both teams will be dominated on the both defensive lines will dominate each other's offensive lines. I think this will be a close game. 2 playoff caliber teams. Texans keep it. It's really hard to blow out a team like the Texans. C.J. Stroud is a gamer. He's willing to run. He's willing to run and throw. He's willing to take the hit to throw the ball deep. So I have faith in C.J. Stroud on a point spread like this. There's not too many times he's lost by double digits. So I comfortably like C.J. Stroud +9. And I like the under 49.5. I don't see this game touching 50, guys. So, yeah, baby, what ice cream we trying now?
Peanut Butter Blast. This one's actually really good. I feel like your brother Dion would enjoy this. So he can stop eating my Cookie Monster.
No, I'm saying let him see it.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I can do it. Okay. Look at all those chips. And the what is it? What is that nasty thing with the Butterfingers? Yeah. But they taste really good in here.
All right, let me try. It's alright. I don't like peanut butter though. I only like peanut butter with jelly. But it was alright.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'll take her word because she liked peanut butter. So if she rocking with it, it's good. We got 2 games left, baby?
Yes, sir. Hold on.
Alright. Oh, you getting off the screen?
Because you keep moving out of the screen.
Okay, you good now? Mm-hmm. Alright. What's the next game? Ravens, right?
Yep, Ravens Bills.
Wow, this number been moving. It was once Bills 1.5, now it's Ravens 1.5. Ravens are the way better team, but I don't think John Harbaugh doesn't know what he's doing with this team, guys. Every time in the playoffs, they choke. They don't run. They forget to run the ball. Regular season Ravens are elite, yeah, but Josh Allen hard to beat at home. Only Patrick Mahomes can really easily. Well, no, that's not true.
He getting married? Oh no, wrong one. LOL.
No, Josh Allen is getting married.
No, I'm thinking.
He marrying the girl from Sinners, the biracial chick. Well, the sort of biracial chick. I think she like a quadroon or whatever.
Yeah.
Quarter black. Haley Steinfeld. Mm-hmm. Like, good actress. But yeah, Josh Allen is somebody I'm not really comfortable betting against. Especially at home. Under over 50. This game's going over. Both quarterbacks could dice each other up. Over 50.5 sounds good. But I don't like either side on winning. Ravens have the better draft picks with Malachi Starks and the guy from Marshall, Green. The Bills in the first round pick, Hairston from Kentucky, corner, he's out. So there's things I don't like about both teams. Isaiah Likely out, I don't like that. I like DeAndre Hopkins and I like Zay Flowers being in this game. They weren't in the playoff game, but I would lean Bills on the teaser 7.5 and the under. I'm sorry, in the over 43.5, but I'm not touching it because I think that the Ravens could blow out the Bills, and at the same time, I think the Bills can beat the Ravens by a touchdown, so the teaser doesn't really help. So no go. One more game.
Last game is Vikings versus the Bears.
Vikings Bears. 2 quarterbacks I wasn't high on. Caleb Williams being number 1. I had Caleb Williams as QB4 on my list, guys. I had Drake made number 1 because I thought long term he could be the best quarterback longevity wise. But I think Jaden Daniels, who I have as QB2, is the best quarterback in this draft. But I'm questioning his longevity because his lack of size and his penchant to run the football. And then number 3, I felt like everybody slept on him because he's from a school that isn't so great. But I thought Michael Penix was just slinging that rock in Washington. I honestly thought Michael Penix was better at throwing the deep ball than Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams did a lot of collegey stuff, collegiate stuff. He was just running around, scrambling, trying to make Mahomes-like plays. But that stuff doesn't fly that much in the NFL unless you got superior juice and you have leadership, which Caleb Williams lacks, guys. He lacks leadership. This guy was getting sacked the whole 68 times. Guys weren't even picking him up. I don't think the Bears really like him. But he is talented, but I wasn't as high on him as most, but the Bears took him on. And I'm even lower on J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy was drafted ahead of Bo Nix. I thought that was laughable. Jim Harbaugh was just running the ball with Michigan. It was just ground and pound and top 5 defense. So J.J. McCarthy, to me, J.J. McCarthy looks like he has a water pistol. He can run a little bit, but I'm just not wowed by this guy. I thought Minnesota should have kept Sam Darnold, but they didn't. I do like the moves they made. They got Jonathan Allen in the trenches on as D tackle, and I like that they took the Colts 2 offensive interior linemen that I alluded to earlier. They got them there. But what's the point of having a great fortress if you got a quarterback that can't really get the ball in those spots? So I'm really down on both guys. We're not touching this one. I don't like either quarterback. The under-over is 43.5. I think that line is very sharp. I think it's like a 23-20 kind of game. So under-over, I think you'll be good either way. I would tease this number either way because 37.5 feels too low and 49.5 feels too high. So I lean under-over teaser play, but I have no lean on who's going to win this game. I don't know if Ben Johnson's been beefing with Caleb Williams. I'm going to have to see Caleb Williams show it before I bet on him. If your coach is talking about the backup quarterback a lot, that's a bad sign. I also wasn't a fan of them drafting Colston Loveland at 10 compared to Tyler Warren at 14. So I don't know what they're doing draft-wise. They just draft a whole bunch of offense going against their defensive culture. Eberflus, I know he sucked as a coach, guys, but he's a great defensive mind. So I don't know if the Bears' defense is going to be great. I don't like either team. I think the Bears are going to miss the playoffs, and I think the Vikings will make the playoffs in spite of J.J. McCarthy. But I don't know if they can win on a home opener, Monday Night Football type of setting with a rookie quarterback. So that's it. Those are our picks. So just to recap, we ended up we took the Texans +9, and we took the Texans under/over 49.5. We also went with the Cardinals as a pick'em, and we went with the over 37.5, so that was 2. And then we went with the Colts +6.5 and under 52.5, that's 3. And we went with the Chiefs and the Chargers +9, under 53.5. So that's 4 plays. We're already 1-0 with the Cowboys +14.5 and over 41. Oh, baby, we actually forgot one game.
I didn't see.
Yeah, don't worry, but we're not playing that game either. Raiders, Patriots 2.5 under over 44. Don't like either team here because
I'm sorry.
It's okay, baby. Amari Cooper retired on them out of nowhere. I was kind of hoping for Amari Cooper to bring a leadership vibe to the team. Coming back to the team that drafted him, really good possession receiver because he's a crisp route runner. He has nothing left in the tank though. Yak wise, he can't go downfield anymore. But he's really shifty. I thought he would have been a nice little 3rd down and 5 kind of first down target for Geno Smith, but without him, I don't trust Jacoby Myers to get it done on the outside. Brock Bowers is awesome in the middle, but if they just blanket him in the zone coverage, I don't know if the Raiders have the offensive talent in the skill positions on the outside to really make this a game. Ashton Genty, I drafted him in my fantasy. I think he's going to get a whole bunch of stats, but I think it's going to be a learning curve for him because he was just breaking a whole bunch of tackles, and you could get away with that in Boise State, but in the NFL, bro, when you're going against SEC and beyond type defenses talent-wise, you're not going to get away with breaking all the tackles. So I don't like the Raiders offensively. I think defensively they're a joke. Aside from Max Crosby, this defense has nothing to show. Christian Wilkins kissing guys, getting released. Malcolm Kuntz coming off major injury, still gave him $12 million. Love Pete Carroll, but I don't know the defensive vision. New England, I think New England's going to win the game, but I'm not in love with them paying Stephon Diggs a bunch of money when he's coming off a torn ACL, and he was really, when you really think about it, he was never really that dude. Because when he was killing it in Minnesota, Adam Thielen was putting up career high numbers. So it's like, is Diggs really that dude as a number one receiver? I don't know. He complains a lot. Bad locker room guy. Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Pink substances on yachts and boats. I don't trust that guy as a number one receiver. Not with my money. And the under over is at, I said 44. I lean over because Christian Gonzalez, they're good corners out. So I think both teams will probably get over that number, but I don't like either team. Like I told you, I think Patriots shouldn't have drafted Will Campbell. I think there was better players on the board, like a Teterow or McMillan. Yeah, we're not touching this one. So that was it. So like I said, guys, we got 4 plays, and we already 1-0. Let's get this money. Hopefully we should at least get 4 out of 5. So hopefully we start off good. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the football. I think in a couple hours Chiefs and Chargers play, right?
1 hour.
1 hour?
Actually, 55 minutes.
All right. So hopefully we'll be 2-0 by the end of tonight, y'all. Peace out. Have a good day.
Bye.